Hello and welcome to my Hamilton book grabs. This time around, I basically emptied out my pocketbook, and here are the titles I got. First up, Nightwing and Shadow of the Hawk. These are from Mill Creek, and let's see. I don't see too many subtitles. Seems bare bones in that respect. The audio, and here's the back. Right. By the way, I saw Shadow of the Hawk the other day. It's a pretty cool movie. The only thing I notice about it is that there's certain things that were sort of done sort of weird, like when the car's hanging off the cliff. And the guy tries to close the door. I mean, if your car's hanging off a cliff, I don't think you're gonna slam the door shut. Lest that's the final nudge to throw it over. And then the next day they had a winch, which they seemed to pull out of the car and pull the car out, which makes you wonder, why didn't they pull it out, the first time around as soon as the car almost fell. But other than that, though, it's got a nice ambience, cool film. And Nightwing with Nick Mancuso, haven't seen that in a long time. I remember I had to do something with some kind of vampire bats and Native Americans, but again, I don't know. I have to see it again to remember the plot. I really forgot. Up next, we have this, The Exterminator 2, featuring Mario Van Peebles. I haven't actually. Oh yeah, now I remember. I think Mario Van Peebles here was some kind of a thug. It's the same dude from The Exterminator. I don't know if this is the one that they amp up the garbage truck into a moving armored vehicle. But I remember this was cool, and I'm looking forward to see it again. This one's Shout Factory and MGM. So let's see, Shout Factory, MGM, yeah. It's also by a company. It says Blu Ray on it. By a company called Blu Ray. Oh no, wait a second. That's all right. So next up here, got this DVD. Honestly, I thought it was a different movie, and I ended up getting this one. Thought it was a much more interesting movie. This Australian flick. That's what I thought it was. This one's different. I think this is the one that's got a scene that a guy explodes the hospital room and everybody flies everywhere through the glass and all. But yeah, it's a telekinesis type film. It's by Olive Films, and that's about it. Olive Films and Paramount, it seems. All right, there you go. Next up, this one right here by VCI. I was surprised to see that it actually has both Blu-ray and DVD. The Aftermath. It's a strange one of these post-apoc movies. It's uneven, the editing and all that. Featuring Sid Haig as one of the guys there. Again, I said it's VCI, right? Yeah, VCI. So anyways, but one of the neat things it has is the music. The music is the score is really good. So there you go, The Aftermath. You can see it now. The other Hamilton book grab here was this one that was at a good price. Shokosugi in Pray for Death. I think this is the one that's got that chainsaw battle at the end. But anyways, high def Blu-ray by Arrow Films. A little rainbow thing there. Alright, so Pray for Death. Let's see what else. I won't pray for death though. Pray for life. Let's see. Look at this. I remember this thing had a lot of ambience to it. Baba Yaga, some Italian looking film, as you can imagine. Baba Yaga Estrega is some sort of, I guess, Russian witch thing, but it's got that real 70s ambience, really good. If you like that old school stuff. Here we have this one. Which I saw a while back. It's got that ambience, sort of like Friday the 13th mixed with a ghost story, I guess. You know, in the beginning, because it is a ghost story basically. And Blue Underground. Same as the Baba Yaga one. Up next, from Mills Creek, in one of these VHS looking slipcovers, here we have one of my favorite Chuck Norris films, if not my favorite, Silent Rage, because it's more of a noir type film. Here you have it, from Mills Creek. Damn, now I gotta get a VHS player. How am I going to play that VHS cover Blu Ray without the VHS player? Here we have another one from Mills Creek also. Here we have this dude right here enjoying some shish kebabs. Apparently we're being impaled in the back with a knife. So happy birthday to me. Remember, this movie was pretty cool. There was some backstory with the soundtrack of this movie. And let me show you the back here. Something about it being released with a different soundtrack from the original soundtrack. So I don't know if this Mills Creek Blu Ray release, how the scores on that. I have to check that out. Next up, I got this one. So I eat up all those little creature type films. Prehysteria. I suppose this is from Full Moon Pictures from the looks of it. Yeah, it is. Alright, here's the back. Look at all those snarling dinosaurs. Holy smokes. Alright, there you go, Prehysteria. What else? The other one? Oh, this one right here. Somebody forgot to buy that putty that supposedly seals all the water out of everywhere, and they ended up with The Hole. Right here, a Joe Dante flick. Yeah, directed by Joe Dante, and apparently from Big Air Studios, which I actually haven't heard of. Big Air Studios. But anyways, The Hole. I remember it was pretty cool, a decent ambience. I don't know, not as likable as his other classics. Let's see. I got this one, which from the trailer seemed pretty low budget. Oh look, released by Mills Creek, and but it looks like one of those Conan type things here, and we even see like some kind of an ape. So maybe it's like Conan mixed with Planet of the Apes. You see that blue looking ape right there in the back. But it's the Hunter from the Future. I don't know, in the trailer it looks like he's got long hair. Here in the picture he's got short hair. So maybe, you know, he got the barber from the future. Let's see what else we got here. Got this one, because it's a classic. I used to have this in my collection. I don't know what happened to it. Right there. Corman Cult Classics, Piranha. For some reason I always think that floating thing right there in the picture, that it was the wings from Piranha Part 2, Blood Wings. Blood Wings? No, that might have been Pumpkinhead. So something. They had wings, I'll tell you that much. This one's from Shout Factory. and again from New World Pictures or New Horizons, one of those Roger Corman companies. Got here Dead and Buried, again from Blue Underground. I used to have this this film a long time ago. I bought it for $5 at Best Buy, and apparently I lost it, so got left with having to buy it again. To be honest, the first time I saw this movie, I didn't understand it. I think I saw it, had some kind of ambience of some guy in a net and some weird crap by the sea. And but this time around, I watched it and I happened to stay awake through the whole movie, because it is sort of weird, like a slow-running sort of movie. And basically, I figured out what it was about. It's a interesting voodoo movie. Which again, when I went to buy it, I didn't really see any reviews on it on YouTube, where anybody would actually say what it was about. And again, I didn't remember, but now I saw it and I saw what it was about. It's about reanimating and that kind of stuff, and it's got a surprise ending, which I won't ruin for you. All right, so that's the end of the Hamilton book grabs. Got this other thrift find here that I saw, wasn't that bad either. Might as well throw it in here just so you can see. Right here, The Keeper. This one's with Dennis Hopper and Asia Argento. One of these collector caging type things. Talking about the collector reminds me of that movie with Terrence Stamp, The Collector, which actually I haven't checked it out a long time online to see if it's what releases are on it, and and how much it costs, etc. All right, so that's it. That's the end of the Hamilton book grabs. What's this guy doing? It looks like a Thundercats character. Gotta look it up though. Maybe like a new Thundercats guy. It certainly looks like the old one. Alright. Till next time. Again, if you want to see more, my next grabs, etc., subscribe, hit like, and if you have any questions on any of these things, write it in the comments and I'll get back to you.